This is Dr. George Flinn, and have I got a great candidate for mayor for you today. He's running for mayor of the city of Memphis. It's Reverend Kenneth T. Whalum, Jr. And we're going to give him the questions we've given everyone else, and we're going to also hear his opening and why he would like to become mayor of the city of Memphis. Reverend Whalum, here we go.
Okay. Thanks so much. I am Kenneth Twig Whalum, Jr., and I'm running for mayor because it's time to take our community back. It's time to take the future back into our hands. It's time to give our young people something to look forward to. It's time to stand up and fulfill our destiny as a city. Memphis has a great history, has a great legacy. We're our namesake. We're Memphis, Egypt, the home of civilization. Memphis, Tennessee ought to be a beacon light. Memphis, Tennessee ought to be a place where people are running to visit and live. Why? Because of our heritage. I'm running for mayor because of all the candidates. I'm the only one who has 30 years of experience motivating men and women and boys and girls to change their lives for the better. I've got 20 years of putting my public reputation on the line on behalf of young people. I've got 10 years of personal experience leading thousands of people to help hundreds of small businesses right here in Memphis, Tennessee, strengthening them, strengthening the economy, strengthening neighborhoods. And now it's time for somebody with moral authority and integrity to stand in the mayor's office and try to set an example for our city, for our young people. I need your vote to help me do it. Thank you.
All right, we're ready to go here. There's some negative trends in the city, and you know them as well as I know them, but we'll just go through them. Crime is one of these. And as mayor, what would you do to attack crime and make our citizens feel more safe in their homes, where they shop, and that kind of thing? As a city mayor, what could you do?
Well, first of all, I would expand Operation Blue Crush. I know you hear a lot of people complaining about it, but you know who complains most about it? The drug dealers who keep getting busted. The landlords who keep getting those homes shut down because they know they're letting them be used for crack cocaine and drug dealership. I would expand Operation Blue Crush. I would add something I'm calling Operation GED. And what that is we're going to sweep high crime areas, at-risk young people who don't have a high school diploma. And we're going to say to them, look, you're either going to get your GED or you're going to jail. I've already had preliminary meetings with Judge Person down at juvenile court, talked with Dr. Cash at the school board. I've mentioned it to Director Godwin. And those entities working together can make a definite impact on crime by giving young people especially something to look forward to, some kind of hope, help them get their GED. And last of all, and I'm not kidding about this, George, I will not be a criminal. The best way to impact crime is to not be a criminal yourself. I will not go to jail from City Hall for stealing, for being inappropriate, for doing unethical things. So many of our recent elected officials have gone down for the same reason. So in short, I would not be a criminal, and I would expand on Operation Blue Crush. There's only so much you can do about crime until you address the hearts of the criminals.
Right.
So my whole thing is trying to deal with young people.
Deal with it at its source.
Absolutely.
And become a beacon, like you say, a beacon for Memphis, but you would become a beacon for them, something they could strive toward.
By example. What we've got to do, man, we've got to restore credibility. What I intend to do from the mayor's office, and I don't have to run for mayor. I don't need money. I don't need attention. You know what I'm saying? I have all of those things. But what I have got to do, my entire career has been spent trying to fix things for young people and make things better for them. And from the mayor's office, I intend to do that. Set an example of moral authority, faithfulness in marriage, and courageous leadership. Got to do it, man. And I know how to do it because that's what I've been doing.
Right. There's been a population loss in Memphis. What could the mayor do, or what would you do as mayor, to attract people back to Memphis rather than run them out of Memphis?
Well, what we have to do is stabilize the population that we have. And I know you're familiar with our program called Bust a Move Monday, where we, on the first Monday of every month, we go and patronize a struggling business. Over the 10 years, I have personally led thousands of people to hundreds of businesses, literally, and we take 4, 5, 6, 800 brand new customers at one time, and we go to a small inner city business. Imagine this, you own a struggling business and 800 new customers walk in. Well, if you do that enough times in enough neighborhoods, over time you build up the economy of the neighborhood. You give children something to look forward to, because right down the street from their house is a business owned by somebody that they know, by somebody who lives in the same neighborhood. That's how you build economy. That's how you impact this brain drain of people leaving and people moving out. You make the neighborhoods something desirable again. I'm sick and tired of bending over backwards for out-of-state concerns to come in. Please come do business. Please bring your business. No. Do something for Memphians. Make it easier for Memphians to do business. And don't worry about people coming from the outside, because they will come if there is something for them to come to.
What a great answer, and what great theory, and what great practice you would put into this. We also have a health challenge, and people being sick, people not taking care of themselves, which increases absenteeism at work, which increases cost at the med, which just increases every kind of problem. What could you do as an elected official, mayor of the city of Memphis, to help improve the health, not only the healthiness of individuals, but the health of the entire city?
Well, a couple of things, man. As a member of the school board, I know firsthand the effect of poverty on the health of children. You know as well as anybody else knows that the brain is not formed in the womb, it's formed in the world. A baby comes here with a very, very small ability to do any kind of reasoning at all. That comes in the early years of his or her life, and it comes from what they are exposed to and what they're experiencing as babies and infants. As mayor, what I can do is set an example. There is really no reason for us to have any child who dies or gets sick for lack of health care. But most of that is due to ignorance, man. You've got babies having babies, and the parents of these babies don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. So as mayor, I would make sure to take advantage of our resources, the internet, cable access. I would get with Memphis City Schools and continually telecast and broadcast educational programs in a format that young people can really understand, to teach them basic principles of health and health care. The most important thing I would do, though, is lead by example. Once a week, the mayor will be walking up and down the mall, Main Street Mall, with my shorts on, with my muscle shirt on, with my bulging muscles, my biceps. Over a year's time, man, I lost 20 pounds, gained